Hi, church family. This is Pastor Andy. I wanted to do another Wednesday devotional video, and I'm back here in my garage. I wanted to talk a minute about my sermon that I did on Sunday. I talked about when we have to wait on God, that there is a holy way to wait, that we should be handling our business, doing what we need to do, doing our job, and then waiting for God to move and God to reveal Himself to us. That sometimes the best way to wait is just to wait and handle what we have to handle in the meantime. Now, I wanted to bring up this other point, but I didn't want to undermine my own sermon by bringing up a counterpoint. But I wanted to make sure this was talked about as well. God, in His creation of the world, built a Sabbath into the week. He built into the week the understanding that we are not human doings, we are human beings. And we need a day a week to rest and recover and worship and have perspective on who God is and what we are all doing here. If you worked 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you would, after a while, start losing perspective as to why you're even putting in that much time and effort. So, as far as the Sabbath goes, I've always understood Sabbath. I had some authors and teachers I learned from who described Sabbath as doing what feeds your soul. What gives you life? What activity that when you do it makes you feel most alive, calm, at peace? And there might be different things for different people. I think I've talked about this before. The idea that for some of you it might be gardening. If you are gardening, that might bring you such peace and tranquility, and it might recharge your batteries, so to speak. Gardening would stress me out, and it wouldn't be good for me. So I encourage you, even though we are supposed to handle our business and do what we need to do, are you taking the time to give yourself a Sabbath, even when we don't hardly know what day it is sometimes? Give yourself a break. Be calm, be still, worship, and know that He is God. I wanted to leave you with that thought on Wednesday. Now, a couple things I wanted to talk about is if you missed the Sunday sermon, you will have missed the fact that we are doing a virtual food drive to benefit Feed More Western New York. They are doing a big COVID-19 response right now. And so anything that you feel like you want to contribute to that will go to help Meals on Wheels, the Western New York Food Bank, and this immediate need presented by the COVID-19 crisis. So if you are able to participate, opcommunitychurch.org, there's a button on the bottom of the homepage. Also, I wanted to say this. Sunday is Mother's Day. Make sure, men, that you are honoring your mothers, and if you have children, your wives, because even if your children are grown and out of the house and it hasn't been an extra strain on them, mothers are still worrying about their kids. And in a situation like this, in a time like this, mothers are worrying overtime these days. And so if you were ever going to get Mother's Day right, this is the year to do it. So I encourage you not to forget that, not to let that go by. It's Wednesday, gents. You have 4 days. Let's see if we can make this happen, because it's important to show the women in our lives that we love them and we respect them and appreciate them. So thank you so much for being here on this Wednesday video. God bless. And I'll be back Sunday with a video, but I hope to see you all in person very soon. Bye-bye.